Hello children, today we will learn how to format invitations, their types and purpose of writing. I have already prepared few samples for you to learn and practice. So let's begin. When we are preparing a party, a birthday or even a wedding, you can send your guests information about the event through formal or informal invitations. The most important difference between the two is that the formal invitation must follow the established etiquette. Difference between formal and informal letter. Letters are a form of verbal and written communication which contains information or message sent by one party to another to convey the message. It is sent by one party to another to provide certain important information. There are two types of letters, that is formal letters and informal letters. The formal letter is written for business or professional purposes with a specific objective in mind. It uses simple language that can be easy to read and interpret. On the contrary, informal letters are written to friends and relatives for personal communication and usage following a casual or an emotional tone. The article excerpt presents you all the important differences between formal and informal letters in a detailed manner. A formal letter is any letter written in the professional language with a prescribed format for a formal purpose. That is, it can be a recommendation letter, like I said, inquiry letter, complaint letter, cover letter, and so on. All business letters are formal, but vice versa is not possible. Such letters are used for a variety of reasons, like a formal invitation, proposal, reference, making a complaint, or inquiry, or applying for a job. While writing a formal letter, one should keep in mind the following things. Number one, it should be in specified format. Number two, it should avoid the use of unnecessary words. Number three, it should be straight to the point. Number four, it should be relevant and objective. Number five, it should be complex and thorough. Number six, it should be polite even if it is a complaint letter. Number seven, it should be free from any mistakes, that is grammatical or spelling. There are three types of formal letters, that is business letters, letters for outlining civic problems, and job applications. An informal letter is a letter written to someone we know fairly well. The letter can be used for some reasons like conveying message, news, giving advice, congratulate recipient, request information, asking questions, etc. It is a personal letter written to whom you are familiar with, like friends, siblings, parents, or any other closed one. There is no specific format prescribed for writing this letter. While writing an informal letter, one can afford to be friendly and make use personal or emotional tone. Slang or colloquial terms, codes, abbreviations, etc. can also be used at the time of writing it, depending on the familiarity with the recipient. Key differences between formal and informal letter. Here we go. The significant points of difference between formal and informal letters are discussed as under. A formal letter is one written in formal language in the stipulated format for official purpose. A letter is said to be informal when it is written in a friendly manner to someone you are familiar with. Formal letters are written for official or unprofessional communication. On the other hand, informal letters are used for casual or personal communication. There is a manner prescribed for writing formal letters, as opposed to informal communication, which does not follow any format. Formal letters are usually written in the third person. However, for business letters, first person is used. On the contrary, informal letters are written in first, second, and third person. Formal letters are used for writing letters to business, that is partners, suppliers, customers, clients, etc. College or institute, employer, professionals, etc. As against this, we use informal letters for writing letters to friends, relatives, acquaintance, etc. While writing formal letters, we use passive voice. Conversely, an active and imperative voice is used. The sentences we use at the time of writing a formal letter are long and complex, unlike an informal letter, where we use short and simple sentences which are easy to interpret. The size of a formal letter should be concise, that does not include irrelevant matter. In contrast, the informal letter can be concise or large. Formal letters do not include contraction like did not, cannot, and abbreviations. Rather than it uses full forms as compared to informal letters, which makes use of contraction, abbreviation, idioms, phrasal words, and even slang and colloquial terms. So before start writing letter, first of all, you should identify who is your recipient. If you are having a professional relationship with a recipient, then you should go for a formal letter. Whereas if the recipient is someone very close to you or you know the recipient well, then the informal letter is the right choice for you.